Here we have the Nintendo 2DS. Now, as you can see, pretty much similar to the DSi XL. Oh, shoot, I actually forgot to mention. Yeah, it does have, oh, let me shoot the glare. It does have an SD card holder, but for this one, I pre-opened it so that way I don't have to fight for it. Again, I tried this a couple other times. It's empty. I never really have to use an SD card for it. You can if you want to, like to have an external save or to have extra memory for the save for the Nintendo DSi XL, and it also has the volume functionalities right here. But like I said, with the speakers in there, it's actually very good and very loud. Anyway, back to here. Yeah, it had the dual screen just like the DSi XL. It has a different button layout, as you can see for comparison. Different button layout, and it also have this disc pad, which I seriously, this is very good, very functional. It is like, yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this. Other than that, just like the DSi XL, it also has the SD card thing. Now the thing is, when you get this, it comes stock with its own SD card in there. I never bought that or anything. It always was in there, and it's pretty good, pretty decent. As you can see already, there's that touchscreen pen. Now, for this one, they didn't give you another one, so depending on the game, I have used it. And over here on the side, it used the slider functionality for the volume, which, yeah, look at the speaker. This is the only spot for where the speaker is, and I'm gonna be straight up real with you guys. It is, in terms of what, depending on what game you play, and as you can see from the back, there's no other speaker. The volume is not that great. It's not at, this, oh, you can hear it for days. When you crank this bad boy up, it be loud. Here, as you can see, it already at max level from how I have it set up from the dial, from the sliders. I have it all the way up to the top, maxed out. And there are times, depending on the game, I be like, wait, what did that person say? Or you can barely hear the music. It depends on what the game is. You can be, some of it will be alright, pretty much good standard. Other, you're literally like fighting to hear what's going on. So, yeah, speaker functionality, not that good. It's decent, but not that great. Just like the DSi XL, it has a camera right here, and also on the back. Yeah, as you can see, the two of them. And, yeah. Now, in terms of pros, this can play DS games just like this. So, in a way, it's like backward compatible. But also play 3DS games. Now, this is literally my way of having a 3DS console, because to me, the 3DS, back when it just came out and they had demos and stuff, I tried the 3D function. Guess what? In my opinion, it sucks. I never really enjoyed it, and that's why I never bought it. And it's kind of sad because Nintendo at the time were having games that came out that I was really interested in, but I didn't want to touch that damn thing. Now, I understand you can turn off the 3D function, but the way my mentality is, if you buy the handheld console and not utilize what its gimmick or what its functionality is for, wouldn't that make it kind of useless? Plus, I already knew, eventually down the line, Nintendo was going to come out with a 3DS version where you don't need a 3D, which is right here, the 2DS. Now, the con as well. Look at the size of the two screens. You got one big ass one up here and a smaller one right here. Now, yeah, when you're playing a game and it's trying to utilize both screens as one screen, and you can see the shape differentials right here, yeah, your eyes are going to be like, what the fuck? But, other than that, it depends on the game. Sometimes you can ignore it and you just keep playing on like nothing happened. Other times, it is very noticeable. But other than that, another con, as you can see, this one, at least there's protection of both screens. Here, no protection at all. So you're pretty much SOL if something happened. But As you can see, it also used the cart functionality, just like the 3DS XL. It has the 2 buttons on the top, pretty much, and there's the charging jack right here. And it's pretty much, you know, what you expect. And it also have these, which is pretty much like a scanner functionality. It's the same thing with this one. Trying to find where it's located. I know it's somewhere around here, but oh well, I know it's probably built in. But anyway, what it does is pretty much when you find another person, whether they're playing a 3DS or another 2DS, you can literally play with each other using that scanner functionality. That's there. It's more like a, you know, like as if you're having a game jack. Like, remember the old Game Boy, where if you had a Game Boy, the original Game Boy, and your friend had also a Game Boy, and y'all want to play 2 players or against each other, y'all had that special jack to jack in each other, you know. Oh, I think that's the wrong wording. 2 people jacking each other. Woo! Too late, I already said it. But anyway, it's, as you can see, everything's pretty much golden seldom. It's all pristine. I take real good care of it. As you can see, it also has a mic. There are some games where you can literally, I can't believe what I'm about to say, because I just caught myself. There are some games where it gives you the functionality where you can blow it. Like, no joke. It's like it gives you, it can be like voice command, or it gives you functionality where, like I said, you know, like, there's some game feature that shows that, displays that, and this utilizes it very well. It's very responsive. Again, cons are pretty much the size of the screen, especially since it's backward compatible. You can play DS game, and because of the size of the screen, yeah, you're SOL. It's not that very protective. You got to be more, you know, paying attention and more careful with this one comparative to this one. Yeah, this can still easy break, but at least it's not. This one is more at higher risk chance of being broken or damaged comparative to the DSi XL. Now, again, this can play 3DS game, but if you got games that has that emblem where it says it's for the new 3DS, this will not be able to play it, and for reasons because it's Nintendo. Nintendo like doing that stuff. They always, for some reason, every year gotta either make a slimmer version or an XL version or a completely different handheld console to change up the functionality or buy rate and stuff like that. I mean, that's why you only see me don't have that many, because Nintendo like always producing more. But overall, in terms of how it feels in the hand, it is comfortable. I know, by the way, it looked like a slice of bread. I'm not gonna lie, it does. It's very much at an angle, so you can play it on a desktop, but it's very comfortable when you have both your hands on there. Again, this is very, very good, very sensitive to how you, the style of the game and everything, how you move, your characteristic. I mean, this is very functional as well, but you'll be using this more than this. There are some games where you got to use these two separately for different functionality. And, you know, again, if you have a headphone, you might as well friggin' use it, because this speaker is the only speaker that you're going to get. And believe me, certain games going to make you strain your eardrum trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. It's one of those things where I feel like they should have add another speaker somewhere else, even at the friggin' back of it, because where you have your hand, you know, holding the console, they could have easily put it somewhere here or on the other side, and the way that your hand is cuffed like this, the sound or the noise or the music can actually bounce off your hand and shoot out from the space outside your hand to pretty much make it louder. But other than that, yeah. So, that's the pros and cons for the 2DS. Now, for the next one,